Hello, everybody in YouTube land. This is your faithful YouTube Big Brother reviewer. No spoilers for me. So, what I found on the heavily edited Paramount Plus Big Brother show last night, it was up to par. It was hard to see which way it was going to go. Everything was live, and they did show clips of things in the house, and Ashley and Rachel were basically having a beat up on Keanu day and night, and they're just so mad at him, and Keanu's kind of like, that's the first time I've kind of seen him flustered in the show. So being head of household, he had to vent to somebody. So Rachel was mad because he didn't put Ava up and put Ashley up. And so they were working their way towards the competition. So, but Keanu tells Ava about what Rachel said, that she wanted to put Ava up. Of course, this does not bother Ava. Ava's like, she knows it's getting down to the game. Everybody's gonna be stepping on each other's toes. So whatever you hear from anybody, you might as well just take it with a grain of salt. And so doing this, I'm looking at my notes. Rachel was baiting Keanu just to get him mad, and I have to admit he kept his calm. I mean, I'm not a Keanu fan, but he did keep his calm, and so she couldn't get to him because she definitely tried. Ava couldn't get to him, and they both said he was interrupting them. I think mainly they were going on the fact that he really interrupted Ava on the shows earlier when she was being the host of one of the games. So that's in the back of their mind too, about him telling her to get on with the next step. And then what he was doing was trying to move on from Ashley on the last show of berating him in front of everybody when she was nominated. And so they're still mad about that. And all he was saying was like, we just need to move on. If anything, Keanu should probably be a director. He's just telling them, cut, get to it. Come on, But Ashley had her little stand, and Will was behind it. Will said that was good. And so as the game was proceeding on Big Brother, Will was saying that, what was Will saying? Oh, Will was saying that it should be something like, who should they vote for? He was talking with Rachel and his little team there. Morgan won. So I kept thinking Morgan was going to vote for Ashley, since her and Mickey had a little rocky relationship there for a while. And I didn't know how this vote was going to go. But anyway, the way it happened was they did do the game. And of all people to win, Vince won. So I didn't expect Vince to win. I thought Mickey would win. And Ashley was determined, but Ashley, in her own way, was in the booth that they had. It was a good game. It was a good game called, what was it, Mickey? Let's see. Mastermind. I guess that's the name of it. But anyway, it had a lot of balls popping up in it that you had to align the balls like tennis balls, and put them in these tubes to match the other tube that it had. And of all people, Vince was going at it like a pro. And right from the start, I saw that he was already ahead. He was doing it. And these balls are floating in the air like you're in some type of chamber. And if you watched it, you saw it. But if you didn't watch it, it was a chamber of air floating up with all these different ball colors. You had to get the balls and stuff. Mickey had the right attitude of collecting balls and putting them in her dress, her top, and then going over to the collection and lining up the balls correctly. But the one who did it the fastest was Vince, and he won. So Vince was able to take himself off the block, which pleased Keanu because Keanu had regretted his decision to put Vince on the block. So, one other thing, if you notice on this episode, Vince did not have his hat on. And I was speculating that Vince didn't have any hair under his head. But he does. He has a full head of hair. So I don't understand the little skull cap he's wearing all the time. I mean, he's in California, isn't he? I mean, it's supposed to be kind of warm out there. But he wears that like he's in New York. So, but anyway, yeah, Vince has hair. I wish I had more. But what else happened? Given Mickey's credit, she is networking. Oh, I have to. So when they came back, they all had to start networking with everybody. Mickey asked Will to see if he would vote for her. I mean, vote to keep her in. Voted for Ashley, and Will was not positive in what he would do because that's a hard choice. He's friends with both of them equally, so how do you pick one or the other? And considering that Mickey was always the loudest one until Ashley went crazy on Keanu on the last episode. That's the first time I ever heard her talk a whole bunch of words in a row for her to be a lawyer. But I could feel it because I liked Mickey from the start until she kind of went crazy when she wanted to head a household. Then her personality became more dominant, and she was really out for herself, and that's because she's basically an aggressive person in her life that we learn later on in the show. So we'll talk about that. And and that game was called Forensic Frenzy, and they were called DNA balls, and Vince won, and Morgan was so, this is a strange relationship happening here with Morgan and Vince. I mean, there's a whole lot of long-term hugging. And I believe Vince has a girlfriend. They were doing this stuff on the last episode. But, when you're young, these things those hormones just fly up. Morgan seems like an intelligent lady, but I mean, has she not asked about his relationships? But when you need to touch somebody, you just need to touch somebody, I guess. And at that age, who am I to say what young people do? But it was fun to watch. And so, what happened was that Mickey was voted out. And the one vote she got was from the person she didn't expect to get it from, which was Vince. And so that shows you she really didn't read Vince well. So Mickey may have had flaws that, we couldn't see by watching the show. Probably all of you people that watched the live feed probably saw her flaws. But I saw the flaws, but you know, you wanted her to kind of, it's like somebody doing bad, and you want them to straighten up, and they just never did really straighten up. Mickey didn't become vulnerable until this episode. All the other episodes, she was acting like King Kong, and she was going to step through every adversity, and this time she couldn't do it. So when she lost, she went to talk to she went to talk to Julie Chen, and Julie asked her, and Julie had a nice blue jean outfit on. It was really, really cute. Anyway, so she talks to Julie, and Julie asked her, you know, who voted for you? And she thought, I think she said she thought it was Rachel, but then she told her it was Vince. And, you know, that's why I say something's wrong with Mickey anyway. She said, you know, she basically was like, Vince. And I think he should be more appreciative if somebody wanted to keep you in there. But, you know, they got her out. She would have been an opinionated vote in the jury room, because this is the last person to vote out for the jury before they start getting people on the jury. So this way, they're either going to win, lose, or be on the jury. So that's what's going to come up starting on the next episode. So anybody who wins or loses and loses all the way will be on the jury. But unfortunately, Mickey doesn't get to be on the jury. And so that was a good episode. And I did say, I was noticing in the episodes, Ava keeps reminding me of a character on an old TV show. And she looks to me like Gladys Kravitz on Bewitched. She has the same chin line. She has the same look. She has the same surprised look that Gladys Kravitz had on Bewitched. I mean, if they ever want to make a remake of that show, she'd be a perfect Gladys Kravitz. She'd be good on any show because she has a comic look and a hippie look. So she would be fun to see on TV. And but I'm happy for Ashley. You know, Ashley is okay. You know, she's a little dippy, but I think they felt like they kept her instead of Mickey because they can work better with Ashley. Because, you know, if you keep talking to Ashley, she'll behave. You know, she'll stop being kooky, just like Ava. And so, but she was really mad about Keanu putting her up. But that was a good episode. Just wanted to give you my opinion and let you know that it continues on. We got a few more weeks, maybe 2 or 3 weeks before they crown the winner of Big Brother 27. Well, that was my review for episode 27, BB 27. Okay, that's 2727. Oh, that's a good lottery number. Anyway, well, everybody have a good day. Good to be here and talk with you again. And thank you for dropping in. Take care now.